via hook, and this is my pipetting digital badge. So I have my 25.00 milliliter volumetric pipette, and first I'm going to start the cleaning procedure by rinsing it with a solution. It has already been rinsed with water. So to do that, I'm going to use my bulb, and I'm going to suck the air out of it by pressing this button. And then I'm going to attach it to my volumetric pipette. And then using the S suction button, I'm going to draw some liquid into the pipette and then rotate it around. I'm going to wipe it with a Kim wipe. And then holding it horizontally, I'm going to remove the bulb. And then I'm going to rotate the liquid throughout the pipette. And then I'm going to drain it into the beaker, into a different beaker, holding it along the side. I'm going to repeat this another time to ensure that it is rinsed thoroughly with the solution. So with this, I'm going to draw up more solution. Hold it horizontally and remove the bulb. And then rotate the solution throughout the whole pipette to coat the inside. And then I'm going to drain it back into the other beaker, holding it against the wall. Okay, now that the pipette has been cleaned, now we can start drawing the solution. So this is where the solution is going to go into. So I'm going to, using the same way to deflate this, I'm going to deflate the bulb and attach it to my pipette. And now I'm going to draw liquid to the calibration mark, above the calibration mark, careful not to get it into the bulb. And then I'm going to make sure that there's no bubbles in the pipette, and then I'm going to wipe the bottom with a Kim wipe. So it's above the calibration mark. Now I'm going to take it out and wipe it with a Kim wipe. Now I'm going to adjust it to the level of the calibration mark by holding it against the side. make sure the bottom of the meniscus is at the calibration mark. So I'm eye level with it now. And now I'm going to dispense this into a flask. And I'm going to hold the edge on the side. And doing this, I can take the top off with the bulb and just let it drain by gravity. And when I do this, there's going to be a little bit of liquid at the bottom left in the pipette. And that is just because that's how the calibration works on the volumetric pipette, so that there should always be a little bit of liquid left on the bottom, and you're not supposed to blow it out or else you'll get too much liquid as you're measuring it. So here I have 25 milliliters of the liquid. Now I'm going to get my graduated pipette, and I'm going to complete the same cleaning procedure that I did for the volumetric pipette. This is a 10 milliliter graduated pipette. So using the bulb, I'm going to suck the air out of it and attach it to the top. I'm going to get my waste beaker again and draw solution in the graduated pipette. And then holding it horizontally, I'm going to remove the bulb and rotate the solution around the edge to coat the inside. Into the waste beaker. I'm going to let that drain. To ensure that it's clean, I'm going to repeat this process. Attach the pipette after having deflated it. Draw up some solution. And then remove the bulb over the waste beaker. And rotate the solution within the pipette. And drain it into the waste beaker. Okay, now that the pipette's been cleaned, I'm going to put my waste beaker over here. And this will be the flask that I put the solution in. So I'm going to draw air into the bulb and collapse it. And attach it to the pipette. Now I want to draw 6.00 milliliters, so I'll be drawing it to the 0 calibration mark and then emptying it to the 6. Sorry. Yeah, and then so I draw to the 0 calibration mark, and then in this flask, I'll be emptying it to the 6 to ensure that I got 6 milliliters of solution out into the flask. So I'm going to draw up above the calibration mark using the S button. I'm going to remove it and then wipe it off with a Kim wipe. And now we move to the flask where the solution will be. And so this one we don't take the bulb off, but we use the empty button to empty it. So for here we want to move back to the beaker and empty to the 0 calibration mark so that we know we have exactly 10 milliliters to start with. And I want to be eye level with the meniscus to ensure that it's at the 0 mark. See that the meniscus is at the 0 marking. And now I'm going to empty this until the 6 calibration mark to know that we got 6 milliliters into the flask. And I'm going to check to make sure the meniscus is at the bottom of the 6. So here we see the meniscus is at the 6 line. So we have 6 milliliters of solution. And now I'm going to move this and put the rest into the waste beaker. Here we can just remove the bulb to ensure that we get all of it out. But again, with this pipette, you're still going to see a little bit of liquid at the bottom because that is due to the calibration of the pipette. And if you were to blow that out, which you should not, you would get too much solution, bigger than your measurement that you're looking for. Thank you.